Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab and today's video, which is going to be my April favorites. I filmed a favorites video last month, so right now I don't have too many items to share, but I do have a few goodies that I think are really great. I'm very picky about what makes it as a favorite. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I have just a few makeup products, one hair product, and one personal item to share with you. I am wearing the products on my face so that you can get an idea of how they look. The first product is my Olaplex. I mentioned this in my Sephora VIB sale wishlist video because mine is almost empty. I store it upside down and it is down to there. I definitely need a replacement. This has really changed my hair routine for me. At first, it took me a while to get the hang out of using it, and I share that in my video as well. But basically what I do is I'll get into the shower, dampen my hair, and apply this, and then brush my teeth, shave my legs, and shower. And when I'm done with that, then I'll wash my hair at the very end so that it has sat in my hair for a good 10 to 15 minutes. It just leaves my hair protected. I feel like it leaves a protective film over your hair that protects it from heat styling and frizz and all those other kind of things. And I just think it's really made a big difference. I don't use it every single day, maybe once or twice a week, but it's become part of my routine and I really like it. I'm gonna be picking up other products from the line to try and see how I like those as well during the sale. I made a video trying out Thrive Cosmetics not too long ago, and I was really impressed with pretty much every product that I tried from the brand as well as the customer service in general. I had a really positive experience with the brand and I really love the sponge. I remember a couple of years ago everybody was putting this in their yearly favorites. I'm like, it's just a sponge, how special could it be? But I think that what makes it so special is the texture is very similar to a beauty blender. I think that it gets a little bit bigger when you dampen it, but what I like is the way that the side is cut out of it like this, because it creates a sharp point and it allows me to get into the inner corner of my eye when I'm blending out concealer. Usually I 100% rely on a brush to blend my concealer into my inner corner, but I can do a pretty good job with this sponge, much more so than any other sponge I've tried to get into the inner corner. I do prefer to use a sponge to blend out concealer because I have a tendency to have under eye creasing with concealers, and this absorbs any excess product that I may have put on, but I still do sort of rely on a brush to get in the inner corner. I just think that this is really good. It's really good quality, and if you're making a purchase through Thrive, maybe there's a bundle that includes the sponge, or just toss it in your cart because I think it really is a good one. I'm also enjoying the foundation. I finally got one in my shade. I am wearing it today. I really like it. It's great. I really like the blush as well, which made a great impression, but overall this was something really different from the brand. I still have to try out the mascaras you all recommended as well. The next thing I'm loving is this eyebrow pencil. I got this in my Try Beauty box this month and it was a really pleasant surprise. This is the Rodial Glamabrow. I had never heard about this brand, and this is one of those micro fine eyebrow pencils similar to the Benefit Precisely My Brow or the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Now my personal favorite is the Benefit Precisely My Brow because it's very fine and not too waxy. Now this one is very similar, but it's a little bit thicker, so I use this pencil more on the everyday when I don't need my brows to be so structured, and I like it because the pencil itself is fine. It's not as fine as the Precisely My Brows I mentioned. It really puts the product down in my eyebrows really well. It's very easy to use. I really loved, which I mentioned in that video as well, but I love that the spoolie has a clear cap so you always know which end is which, and my shade is Dark Ash Brown. I am wearing it on my brows today. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by this product. I wasn't sure how much it cost when I was unboxing, but it's actually a pricey product and I found it at Nordstrom's. So when I'm ready to repurchase, this is something I would definitely reconsider in terms of brows. Another product I've been loving came from a subscription box as well, and that was my BoxyCharm. This is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Summer Haze. That is the highlighter that I am wearing today. I can swatch it for you, but I think it's best to always see how it looks applied. Here it is on my finger. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it on my wrist. It's right here, but it's a really finely milled powder highlighter, and and yes, it's a little bit messy to use, but I think that the payoff that you get and the really nice natural glow that you get from it is worth the messiness, and I really enjoyed it. I have other Artist Couture powders. I have the ones from the Jackie Aina collaboration, and this one is a little bit lighter. It suits my skin tone a little bit better, and I've been really enjoying having this in my collection. Now, I don't think the shade Summer Haze is available on Sephora. I tried looking for it to link it in that video and I couldn't find it, but they have a variety of shades, so you can find one to suit your personal taste and skin tone. I like this one. A product I've mentioned in passing but never formally in a favorites video is this product by Stila. This is the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara, and I just have a little mini. I have a lot of minis of this floating around. I think I've gotten them in kits with eyeliners and things like that. I love this mascara on days that I'm not going to be wearing false lashes. Nothing gives me the volume, the lift, and the separation that this mascara does. It is 100% my favorite mascara of all time, of the ones I've tried so far. Now, it is a natural bristle wand, and it has a little bit of an hourglass shape, and what I like about it is that it gives me volume without the clump. I do not enjoy clumpy lashes. It's just not my personal taste. I've never had any issue with this flaking or anything like that, and I just think it's a really, really underrated product. Just one of those old products that you don't really think about anymore, so I wanted to give it its rightful due. I really, really love this mascara. Now I have something from Charlotte Tilbury. I mentioned in one of my videos that I was wearing a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. A friend of mine asked me what were my favorite Charlotte Tilbury products because she was interested in trying out the brand, so I was trying out a few things that I have in my collection, and I haven't featured that on my channel yet. I'd like to do that, like maybe a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. If you're interested, let me know down below, of course. But this was a standout product. This is the Hollywood Contour Wand, and it is an easy contour, and I have to say it looks like it's almost empty. Look at that. But I had just started using it this month. There's really no reason why it should work that way, why it should look that way, but the way that it works is a squeezy tube. It does have a turn nozzle that you can turn it from off to on. You squeeze a little bit of product, turn it back off, and then you paint it on. When you first paint it on, it looks a little bit scary because it's really, really deep. You can see right there on the applicator how deep it is, but it blends out so well. Like, this one is in the shade fair to medium, and they do have one that is medium deep. So if you're my complexion, I know we were having this conversation before, and you're not sure if you fall fair to medium versus medium deep, I would recommend the fair medium. It works really well for me. This is the contour that I'm wearing today, just lightly, and I love it so much. I love how nicely it just presses into the skin. It's just a beautiful product. I think it's one of the most natural contour products I've ever used. Really impressed with that one. I'm really impressed with a lot of the products on her line, so I'd love to share those with you if you're interested. Lastly, on a more personal note, this is my planner. This is something I found on Amazon. I've mentioned in passing in a couple of videos that I am on this fitness and weight loss journey, and I wanted to buy a planner to keep track of calories and workouts and things like that, but I also use it just as a general calendar, and it's a really great planner. I bought it, as I mentioned, on Amazon. It's got a fox in the front, comes in different colors, but I wanted something bright and cheerful, so I picked orange. I like orange, and what I like about it is that it's separated into a couple of parts. So in the beginning, like, there's parts about my gratitude and self-awareness. You have sections to write things down, daily rituals, affirmations. You have a vision board. I haven't finished my vision board yet. I haven't even started, actually. And then there's a place for you to write what your different goals are in different parts of your life. Like, there's finance, health, work, spiritual, etc. So you can write those all down. And then there's a page for you to write your focused goals, because having so many goals, it's better to really set priority on a couple of them. So it starts out in that way with a couple of pages that are really more about reflection, and then your calendar pages begin. And what I really love about the calendar is that it begins whenever you want. It's not labeled, you label it yourself. So mine started in April, and I have labeled different things that are going on throughout the month. You can write your goals, your month's wins, how you'll improve next month, and so on. And so you pretty much just label it yourself. Label birthdays and things like that. I did buy some stickers to put in it, not too many, but a few. I think it makes it look extra pretty. So I did a couple of months like that, and it'll last a year. Then the next part of the planner is more like a weekly planner, and again, the weeks are not labeled, you label them yourself, and you have different sections for a to-do list, little habits that you want to adopt with the days of the week of when you're actually doing those habits that you want to adopt, your main goals, your priorities. It's just really nice to organize your life. So this was the first week that I did, and then you can see, you probably can't read the writing, but as the weeks progressed, I used it more and more, and I think that it's really being motivational to help me make progress in my personal goals. It's a really nice planner. I keep wanting to call it a journal because it feels so personal, but it's really just a planner, but I feel like it's a journal. It has these fabric bookmarks where you could separate the 3 portions. Like I said, the beginning is more about reflections, then you have your monthly calendars, then your weekly calendars, and the last one is kind of a bullet journal. I know bullet journals had a moment where in the beauty community people were keeping bullet journals, and it has those little dots that you can sort of plan your goals, and it's very flexible. So I've been putting my plans for videos, keeping track of my favorite items so that I don't forget to share anything with you. It's just, I really like it. It has a little stretchy pen holder so you can keep your pen in there, and then it winds around so it stays nice and closed. I'll link it down below along with everything else in case you want to check it out, but it's really helping me stay organized and prioritize different areas of my life, and it's just giving me a little bit better quality of life at the moment. It's helping keeping me on track, so I just wanted to share that with you. And that's it. This is going to be a really short favorites video. I want to be more frequent. That's in my planner as well. I want to be more frequent with my monthly favorites because later on I get so many favorites, it gets overwhelming to share all of them all at once. So this way I'll share a few with you here and there. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing that. That's everything for my video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would love to know what you've been loving this month, whether it's makeup or a more personal item like my planner. I hope you had a good month of April. Hopefully May brings a lot of good things, hopefully better weather in Chicago. We have had 2 full-on snowstorms here in Chicago in April, which is rare this late in the year, but not surprising. We have 4 seasons in April. There's a lot of months in Chicago in which we experience all 4 seasons. That could even go for even a single day where you can experience all 4 seasons. Thank you again for joining me. If you enjoyed my video, give it a like for me. I really appreciate it. And join my makeup family by hitting the subscribe button. And I'll catch you again on my next one really, really soon. Bye-bye.